I'm late because I'm in here watching the 3-point contest from the WNBA game, guys. Hey guys, AZ Fudd just won the 3-point contest. All right, let's see if Kathy Engelberg gets booed. I am a WNBA fan, and I'm watching the WNBA All Star game. The rookie out of UConn, AZ Fudd, just won the 3-point contest. Let's see if Kathy Engelberg gets booed. Oh, they didn't give the trophy to Kathy to because they knew Kathy was gonna get booed. They got somebody else to hand AZ the trophy. Oh my god! Oh, that is hilarious. I hope you guys are watching the WNBA All Star game. Welcome in, welcome in. You already know what it is. It's your girl Lashonda getting 30 minutes of walking done. AZ Fudd won the 3-point contest for WNBA All Star. I'm gonna see if I can add anything tonight. Welcome in, welcome in. Make sure you double tap the middle of the screen, share the live out. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. All of my TikTok live folks, make sure that you are following me. Hit that plus sign in the top left corner of your screen. And I have my gallery pinned. So if you will be so generous as to contribute to my gallery, there are tons of gifts that I have not ever received. And if you guys send me those, that will help me league up. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's day 24. Only 6 more days left of my Jubilant July challenge. Remember, I started this competition on May 28th, 2026, went live for 30 days. From May 28th to June 26th, I went live the 5 days in between. And then I started the Jubilant July challenge on July 1st. That will end on July 30th. And I will have the Awesome August challenge starting on August 1st. That one will actually start at 8:30. And for the Awesome August challenge, my daughter and I will be creating line dances for 4 songs. So we will teach you a line dance for 4 songs. We'll teach one line dance each week. And I will also get my 30 minutes of walking in. Why do I do this? Statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. So I'm one of those people that want to live a long time. If you have not seen the Netflix documentary called Live to 100, you should. It is a documentary researching why certain sects of people live to 100. And there's a scientist who went around the world capturing data to find out why people live to 100 in certain places of the world. And what they found out is amongst all 5 of the locations, they found 5 distinct locations: Okinawa, Japan; Sardinia, Italy; Icaria, Greece, Nicola Peninsula, Costa Rica, and there's one place in the U.S. called Loma Linda, California. Those people live to 100. When I say not just one person, there's like neighborhoods of people, cities of people that live to 100. What they have in common is they do primarily eat a plant-based diet, but those people do eat meat. They do eat protein and things, although protein is found in other things other than meat, but they do eat a primarily plant-based diet. However, comma, the main through line for all five locations where they're called blue zones, where people live to 100 years old, is that they walk. So dubs in the chat for walking, because that's exactly what those people do. They do a lot of walking. I say it on this live stream every single day. You guys can go and watch that documentary on Netflix. It is called Live to 100. Someone else you should probably keep in mind and be following is a lady by the name of Dr. Stacy Sims. She is a board certified doctor, and she has done extensive research for women in perimenopause. And she says that more than cardio exercise, women in perimenopause should actually be weight training. They should actually be lifting weights, and not just 5 or 10 pounds, should actually be lifting heavy weights. I have a 20-pound dumbbell that I utilize for my weightlifting. So that's what you will see me do here tonight. So I will do the lifting part first, and then I will get my 30 minutes of walking at the end of this. Um, why am I lifting weights? Because Dr. Stacey Sims says so. She says that perimenopausal women should lift heavy weights, and she's done extensive research. You guys can Google who Dr. Stacey Sims is. In case there's somebody else with her name, she's a pretty muscular white lady, blonde. Welcome in, welcome in. Who that is? That's my girl CA. Hey girl. Hey CA, thank you so much. Make sure you guys are following CA's lead and double tap the middle of your screen with your thumb. It is free to do so. Also, make sure you are following me. If you are not following me, hit that plus sign in the top left corner of your screen. I also have my gift gallery right there. There are several gifts in the gift gallery that I have not been gifted yet, but I would love it if you guys would be so generous as to uh, donate to my gift gallery. That helps me league up, and you can also join my fan club. You can subscribe to my fan club. If you are watching on YouTube, then make sure you are subscribed to my channel. If you have multiple YouTube channels, make sure you go and follow me on all of your YouTube channels. If you have multiple TikTok pages, make sure you are following me on all TikTok pages. I am about 100 followers away from hitting 10,000 followers. Once I hit 10,000 followers, that unlocks another level of monetization for me. You guys already know that I am a TikTok shop affiliate, which just means that I get a small commission whenever you guys purchase any items from my TikTok live streams or my shoppable videos. Now, I haven't posted shoppable videos in a while. However, comma, you can go to click on my profile picture and go to my profile and click on the showcase, and all of the items that I have ever promoted are in that showcase. If they are out of stock, that is not on me, that is on the brand. So you'll have to keep checking back. But I promote items like this cute outfit that I'm wearing right now. This is from my girl. I can't say the name of the company. I gotta look at it. Let me see if I can add it for you guys. I don't know what's been happening, y'all. I have not been able to add certain things to my I have not been able to. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe something going on with my live show. Ooh, whatever I just did just made me look even older. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. Make sure you double tap the middle of the screen. If you are not already following me, make sure you follow me. Let me take the mirroring off. And let's see. Thank you so much, CA. I'm gonna go get one of the bags and see if I can if I could pronounce this name. But I really want to show it to you guys because when I had the pink one on, you guys really liked that. What is happening? Why can't I add? Hold on, I might have to take some of these boards off. The handle, it goes back on. You just got to squeeze it. All right, you guys, welcome in, welcome in. Make sure you share the live out. Let's see if I can add it now. I don't know what I did. I was messing with something. I don't know what has happened these last couple of weeks. These last like maybe week or so, I've not been able to add stuff. And you guys know that I generally, well, I don't know what's happening. Mm, and I know it's me. It's something that it's some setting that I either have activated or have not activated in here. But I didn't do anything any differently than I normally do. So that's what's bugging me. All right. So anyway, we're gonna get started. So yes, Dr. Stacey Sims is definitely someone you guys should be following. When I say perimenopause, that just kind of sometimes can put people off because a lot of people, as they get older, they don't want to believe that they're in perimenopause. But perimenopause can start as early as your mid 30s. So if you are 35 plus, you probably have already started experiencing some symptoms of perimenopause. It can be something as simple as itchy skin, which is starting to affect me again, but I'm already eczematic. So I just thought it was my eczema going crazy, but actually, um, that is a sign of perimenopause when you just all of a sudden have itchy skin and you can't figure out what's going on. Perimenopause is when your estrogen and your progesterone actually fluctuate. And here's the kicker: women's body actually do produce testosterone. So the old myth that only men have testosterone is so false. Our bodies do actually produce it. They call it can I say the word androgens that act like testosterone. So women who have PCOS have an overproduction of an androgen, and that's why we get male-like symptoms like facial hair and irregular periods and things like that because we are overproducing the androgens and the fluctuation of estrogen and progesterone is running amok. Amok, 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 amok. Do y'all remember that from Hocus Pocus? That movie Hocus Pocus with Sarah Jessica Parker and oh, what's the other famous lady? Not Barbara Streisand. What's the other lady's name? I always get those two confused. She's a singer. Anyway, Hocus Pocus is an old movie, but Sarah Jessica Parker was on there like I'm not, come on, come on, come on. That's just that's one of my stems. Anyway, all right, guys. So we're gonna get the workout done. If you wanna grab this, it is in my showcase. I swear, I don't know what's happening with my live stream. Why I cannot add. Should I hang up and call y'all back just to see if it'll work again? I don't want to do that because then I don't want to mess up my likes that my good friend CA has already got on here because I want to really like show you guys. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. It might be some board or something that I have activated that I need to take off because I think that's what happened the last time. This is so crazy that I can't add. I wish. And see, that's another thing. Once I hit 10,000 followers, then I'll have a person that helps me, and I'm like 100 away. So if you guys are watching, make sure you are following. Okay, so let me get my yoga mat and the weight, the dumbbell, whatever it's called. But yeah, I am a WNBA fan, and the WNBA All Star Friday night was just happening. So they had the skills challenge. I don't know who won the skills challenge. I didn't watch that one. I was in here watching my obsession, which is Kira Sedgwick on the closer. All right. All right. Okay, so you guys know that I always start out my weightlifting session with this core exercise. This is a resistance band. You know what? I was meaning see. Ain't no need for me to get out the other resistance bands that I got because I can't even show you guys. You watch the closer, CA? This is like my probably my third rewatch. I watched it for like this. I watched it when it was live on TV, like when it was oh the WNBA. Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you see AZ won the 3-point contest? And then I think the I don't know when the celebrity game. I don't know. Do they do a celebrity game for the WNBA? I'm not sure if they do a celebrity game. You know how they do for the boys? They do like a celebrity game and they invite a bunch of famous people to come and play in the celebrity basketball game during All Star weekend. I don't know if they're doing that for the girls. Probably though. And then tomorrow will be the game where they play. I don't know who they're playing. The boys do East versus West, or they'll do conferences. But last year, was that last year or the year before? They did um, basically the Olympic team versus some WNBA talents, and the WNBA talents beat the actual Olympic team. But y'all know how these All Star games go. They ain't trying to go full out because they not trying to get hurt and all that. So it's tomorrow night is the game. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. CA. So all right. So we're gonna start this workout again. If you guys are new here, my name is LaShonda. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've lived here for the past 20 years. 47, newly 47. So I am definitely in perimenopause. I am also someone who's been diagnosed with endometriosis, adenomyosis, and PCOS. Um, So, on top of the already existing perimenopause for probably the past decade, I also have some additional diagnoses that kind of kind of complicate things. So, it is incumbent upon me and people like me to share my story about endometriosis, adenomyosis, PCOS, but primarily the perimenopause journey because it's something that a lot of women actually don't talk about. We don't talk about perimenopause a lot. And I think that's why a lot of women don't know that they're actually going through perimenopause. It's the night sweats, which I've actually started back sweating at night, y'all. And luckily, I can control my thermostat from my phone. So that means I don't have to actually get up out of my bed to change the temperature on the thermostat. But Lord have mercy, the night sweats have returned. What I am doing, and this should help all four of my diagnoses: perimenopause, endometriosis, adenomyosis, and PCOS, is I have a three-pronged approach to a body transformation that I want to see over the next year or so. The first is watching the macros: proteins, fiber, uh, good fats, and what's the other one? Carbs, right? Trying to watch those. I do follow Tony Fine. I follow this loosely, y'all. The 6 weeks transformation guide. It actually does help you learn how to eat. You can get this on the TikTok shop. When I bought it, it came with this book, a food scale, and this workout guide. So I don't know how much it is now. I think I may have paid like 24 or $25 or something like that for it. But it comes with the food scale. Measure your food. Don't smother your food in oils and butter. I can't believe it's not butter. And I use a spray, and I actually got a big tub of the I can't believe it's not butter, because I do like to put, I need that oil sometimes in the rice or whatever. And what else? Drinking lots of water. I was telling you guys yesterday, the water piece is so key. I found myself drinking. I am obsessed with soda, and I will drink juice. I will drink a whole jug of orange juice, and y'all know that is nothing but sugar. One of the things that I learned from listening to people like Tony Fine, from who has a 6 week fat loss transformation guide. When you eat fruit without the skin on it, or at least when you peel an orange, you should be eating that trim, not the trim, the not the hurl, but the part, um, the wedges. You should be eating the wedges, because if you just squeeze the juice out of it, really you're just taking the fiber piece of it out. The same thing goes with apples. So I like apple juice as well. Eat the apple, eat the hurl, because that's the fiber part. When you um, do strawberries, eat, of course, eat the whole strawberry. They say when you eat kiwi, actually eat the kiwi skin, because that's the fiber part. When you take the fiber part out and you just are drinking the juice from it, you're just basically drinking straight sugar. So trying to be more careful, trying to be more cognizant of the things that I put in my mouth. That's prong one. Prong two is supplementation and medication, right? So speak to your doctor. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Always speak to your doctor before starting any diet program, any supplementation program, or any exercise program. So all of these things are, I'm just telling you what I do. You talk to your doctor, because I am different than you. Even though you might be looking at me and saying, "Yeah, you're overweight," but I don't have any other chronic illnesses like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, or prediabetes. I actually go to my doctor next month to get a new panel of all of my numbers, but I can see everything. The only thing that my labs told me was that I'm low in potassium, and I have iron deficiency anemia. So I take a iron supplement, and I take a potassium supplement. But that's why it is important, before you start any supplementation or medication, that you should have your doctor run all of the panels, your A1C, everything, your hormone testing. You should do, what's the other one? It's the A1C. It's the hormone testing. It's, testing your oh Lord, y'all. See, and this is another thing: the brain fog, the forgetting stuff. That's part of perimenopause. It starts with the H, y'all. What am I trying to say? Your thyroid, not an H, Lord. Your thyroid. Get your thyroid tested. That's another thing. Okay. So, saying all that to say, there was a recent study done in 2026 that said that women who have endometriosis actually do not produce GLP. You guys will probably know that acronym GLP from the GLP ones like Ozempic and what's the other names? Whatever the other names are, they got some long names, but Ozempic is the main one. Well, that's a GLP one. Our bodies actually normally and naturally produce GLP, and the GLP-1s are a synthetic version of that. And so women who have endometriosis, they found that those women like me, don't actually produce it naturally. That's why our weight fluctuates. That's why it's really hard for us to lose weight whenever we are exercising. So a lot of women with endometriosis will find that, oh yeah, I'm not even really eating a whole lot. I'm eating, at calorie maintenance. I'm exercising like crazy. I'm doing all sorts of cardio, but I'm still not losing any weight. Exhibit A, right? It's because endometriosis for some reason we don't with women with endometriosis do not produce naturally the GOP. And so that's why it's so successful in a lot of women with endometriosis. So, but again, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Talk to your doctor before you start any diet program, any supplementation program, or any exercise program. I'm just telling you what I had heard on the streets, and on TikTok and on YouTube. You can go out and find a study about women who have endometriosis not naturally making GLPs. All right. Also, again, if you're new to watching me, I go live every single day and I walk on my walking path for 30 minutes. I started on May 28th, did it till June 26th. And then I started the Jubilant July challenge because I saw Dr. Stacey Sims on the Mel Robbins podcast and on the Diary of a CEO podcast. Dr. Stacey Sims says that women who are in perimenopause should actually be lifting weights. So I got my 20-pound dumbbell right here, and we're going to do some weight lifting here shortly. But before I get to all of that, we got to get this apron belly in a little bit of, we got to get back in hand. I know I'm not uh, changing what Dr. Stacey Sims said, but I am someone who is exhibit A proof that walking actually does work. Walking is one of the most underrated exercises that you can do. People don't really respect people who walk, especially if they are a jogger or if they are a runner or a sprinter, or even if they do like CrossFit and the sport cross country, because those people really, really have to build up their endurance or whatever. But I'm telling you, as someone who's going through perimenopause, as a former athlete who has issues with my knee can jump out of place. Um, I've had swollen ankles before, particularly when I was pregnant, but still, when you have issues with your feet, your ankles, your joints, walking is probably the best exercise you can do because it's so low impact. Walking, again, is one of the most underrated exercises. About 12 years ago, when my daughter first entered kindergarten, I lost about 50 pounds in a matter of 6 to 9 months because I walked. That's all I did. I did not change my eating habits. I was not on any sort of supplementation or medication. I literally just walked because my family, we only had one car in our household. My husband worked out of town and he used the car to get to his job out of town. So I decided that I was going to take the public transportation. I took two buses and a train to get to work. And in between the buses and the train, I had to walk to the different stops and walk down the hill and do all this. And I did that twice a day for a period of 6 to 9 months, dropped 50 pounds. So I'm here to tell you that go back to the basics, move your body. So if you don't get anything else that I have said from this live, you need to be out here walking. Statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. So if you want to live to 100 like them people in the blue zones, better get out there and walk. Now, here's the thing. If you live in the South like me, it's hot out there. Okay? It's hot and it's humid. Don't be out there in the middle of the day walking on these streets in the South. Okay? Because that Carolina heat will have you on the side of the road and somebody will be thinking you dead on the side of the road. Don't do that. Maybe you should get you a walking pad like I have, and that way you can walk whenever you feel like it. All right. And not everybody can wake up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and work out. So maybe you need to work out right after you get off work. Maybe you need to work out at this time of night. I am a proponent to working out at night because it helps me sleep. I don't have issues with sleeping, even though that's insomnia is one of the symptoms of perimenopause. It is also a symptom of endometriosis and adenomyosis and all that. So um, we're doing this workout at this time of night actually does help me. Thank you so much, CA. Girl, you got me almost at 5,000 likes. All right, so let's get this 25. I'm going to do 2 sets of 25. And then I'll probably try to turn the music on. Y'all know I don't like to turn the music on because I am live on YouTube as well. And YouTube is one of those platforms that whenever you play music, it will hit you with a copyright strike. TikTok, not so much. But we're going to get it done. All right. So, ooh. So I'm going to try to do this while my daughter cooks chicken. All right. And again, y'all will not find me kicking my legs up in front of the camera because I think that would be inappropriate. So you will have to watch me upside down. All right. So you guys can count me out. We're going to do 2 sets of 25, and the exercise is meant to push my abdomen in and up. This is less stress on your back and on your specifically your lower back, because whenever you're doing a sit up, you're really putting a lot of strain on your lower back and even your neck if you're not actually properly doing the sit up or the crunch correctly. But when you're doing leg lifts, you're targeting the same area, except you're not putting as much pressure on your lower back. And with the resistance band, it's giving you a little bit more of deep core exercise. All right. So this is the exercise. You just pull the resistance band up, and I'm going to try not to break it tonight. And we're lifting. 1. Remember, we're doing 25. 2, 3, 4. And we're going to try to do this with control. 5. So I'm not touching the ground. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are y'all counting me out? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Woo! Y'all, I did those without a break. Okay. All right. Whew. Make sure you guys are following me. If you're not already, hit that plus sign in the top left corner of your screen. Double tap the middle of the screen. We are going for 10,000 likes tonight. Also, you can contribute to my gift gallery. The newer the gift, the better. That will help my fan club level up, and that will help my status in the leagues. TikTok does challenge all of its content creators to level up. That also increases monetization. So I am on a mission to hit 10,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm about 120 away. Also, if you're watching from YouTube, I'm on a mission to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm already at 250, I believe. So 500 subscribers puts me at a certain monetization, but I'm going for 1,000. So again, if you are not already following me on YouTube, you should be following me. If you're not already following me on TikTok, hit that plus sign in the top left corner of your screen. And what I meant to say is if you're not already subscribed to my channel on YouTube, go subscribe. All right, let's see if we can do this last 25. That was the first set. What I love about these little outfits, the pink one on was super cute, and I got a bunch of different colors, y'all. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with my live stream to where I can't add stuff anymore. I know I'm not restricted because the one restriction that I did have, it expired on the 18th. So I should have been able to add products. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna have to look into my live. It may be that I need to do this outside of the event that I have scheduled there. And by the way, I do have the awesome August event set up. I think I got them set up through the 15th or something like that. So TikTok will only let you schedule up to 30 days in advance. So I might have to wait. All right, let's see if we can do this next 25, and then we'll get some of the weightlifting done. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh! Oh, I got 10 more, y'all. I had to break in that one. 10 more. Count me out, guys. Count me out. All right. I got 10 more. 10 more, and then we're going to do some weightlifting. All right. I was really going to convince myself not to even do weightlifting tonight, but so glad I did. Let's get these 10 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Yay! Let's get some celebratory emojis in the comments. I just did 2 sets of 25. That was 50 leg lifts to target this apron belly. Let me give myself a minute. Y'all know I be suffering from vertigo, so I can't just pop up. Got to give myself a chance to adjust. Woo! And here's my water. Oh, that's another thing. Did you guys hear that we really shouldn't be drinking cold water? That we should actually be drinking room temperature water? Did you guys hear that? Or did you already know that? There's this lady on TikTok called Janice. She's a Asian lady. And she says that cold water creates dampness in the body, which can contribute to endometriosis and fibroids and stuff. She's going by like old Chinese medicine. That's what she says. But I have heard other trainers say that too, that don't put ice in your water, just drink room temperature water. We in the South, y'all, and it's so hard to drink like room temperature water. I am so accustomed to putting ice in everything. I put ice in my orange juice. I put ice in my apple juice. Ain't nothing like some good cold apple juice. Okay, I'm trying to stretch out my core, y'all. I'm learning too that whatever exercise you do should actually do the opposite exercise. So if you do an exercise where you're bending, you should kind of do the back part to stretch out the other way. So doing any kind of core exercise, gotta stretch out and the hips. Woo! I really like this yoga mat too because it helps protect my arches of my foot because I sometimes will get cramps. All right. So we did that, y'all. That was 25 leg lifts. I'm just going to keep checking throughout the live stream if I can add products. Ooh, you got me at 8,000. Thank you, CA. Oh, it's so hot in here, y'all. What is going on? It's 77 degrees. What is happening? We definitely got to push that down to 74. I don't know what we were thinking about. 77 is crazy. Huh? Yeah, you can put some of them with the barbecue sauce, and you can leave some of them blank. But you can do your we only got one. We don't have the dark cattlemen's, we just have the yellow one. It's two kinds of cattleman barbecue sauce. It's the yellow and then it's like the red one. I don't think we have any more of the red one. It might just only be in that little squeeze bottle. Or is it Sugar Baby Ray or whatever? Just leave some of them. You leave half of them plain, and you can put barbecue sauce on the other ones and put them in the oven for like 5 minutes. All right, y'all. We got to get some workout, some lifting done. Again, the reason I'm doing the lifting part is because Dr. Stacey Sims says that perimenopausal women should actually be lifting heavy weights. Exhibit A is my heavy weight. This is 20 pounds. It's 10 pounds on each side of this bar. All right, the first one we're gonna do is I'm gonna lift this above my head and we're gonna do 25 high knees. We're going to do 2 sets of 25. So just make sure that it is secure so it does not fall on me or my foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, I was supposed to be 20, 25. My phone is talking to me. That's my work phone. Hold on. Okay. Whew. All right, that was the first set. First of all, do you guys notice that it's getting easier for me to do these exercises? I'm so proud of myself. This is what consistency looks like, y'all. This is what consistency. CA, did I make you a moderator? I don't have you guys cast it to my TV, so I got to come up close whenever anybody's saying anything. If I haven't made you a moderator, I'm about to make you one right now. So just in case you see anybody, even if you're not a moderator, like if you see anybody making any poor judgments in the comments, you can always block them. But I'm gonna add you as a moderator for me so that I can get you to. Now, why is it not letting me follow you back? Have I already hit? Hold on. Oh, your account is private. Okay. That's okay, but I should still be able to. Yep, I can still add you. Okay. All right. There you go. So I've added you as a moderator. So in the event that you're in my live and somebody's acting crazy, you have the ability to block them, kick them out, and all that stuff. Appreciate you, girl. All right. Let me do the second set of the high knees with the weight over my head. And again, this is a 20-pound weight. Might not seem like a lot, but if you got a 20-pound child, Try holding your 20-pound child above your head and doing anything and see how difficult that is. This is working the arms, and this is helping the high knees part, is helping the core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I do 2 sets of 25. That way the lift on each leg is 25. So essentially I'm doing 25 leg lifts on each leg. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, as somebody who used to participate in marching band, that is actually a pretty difficult exercise to do. When I was in marching band, there was 2 types of marching that we could do. Let me see. 2 or 3. I think it was 3. 3. Can y'all see? I don't know what happened just now, but all of a sudden, there we go. Okay. So there's 3 types of marching we used to do. So in marching band, you can just do like a regular step, right? And that's what the lazy people do. And then I forgot what they called this one, but it was more like curving your feet to be like smooth. That was marching. And then the thing that I was just doing just now with the weight, this is the high step. And so we would do stuff like that. We would do it in slow motion. And I just remember us playing Just My Imagination by the Temptations when we played that song. And I don't know if you guys know, well, it was just my imagination once again running away with me. There is a solo in that song. And I can't think of the words to the solo. But anyway, after the solo, we would turn around in the band and we would be facing the audience. When we turned around, we were all walking back. And then when we would, at the end of the solo, we would high knee back and play really loudly to the stands. We always won. We always won. Anyway, I'm just a band geek. Anyway, yeah. But you can use the jug. That way you don't have to refill that. Use the jug. Okay. All right. So we did the 2 sets of 25 high knees. Now I'm gonna do the oblique leans. Now this exercise is actually helping me in 2 ways because the weight is on my right arm and then I am going to lean. So that's helping my obliques. So that's giving me a little bit more snatch. And I'm doing a lot of core work, y'all, because again, I have this apron belly. I'm just not ashamed of my body, but also I am working on some things. I had a C-section. And so right above my C-section is where we're trying to target. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So we're going to do 25 leans on each side, and we're going to do 2 sets of them. Okay. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Did you wipe the top off once you finish using the jar? Did you wipe around the top? All right. Okay. Believe it or not, this is helping strengthen me because I am still lifting with this arm, even though I'm not lifting my arm up. I'm actually am holding it. The longer I hold it, the heavier it feels. And then the leans on this side will help target that area to push it in. So this is working multiple muscles, obliques and arm muscles. We got to be stronger as we get older. You do not want to have brittle bones or develop things like osteopenia and osteoporosis. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, so that's one full set. I did 25 on one side, 25 on the other side. That exercise, I actually feel it not only in my obliques, I actually feel it here on my hips. So it's probably more than just my arms, more than just the obliques. And I'm gonna tell you, even leaning to the side, try to lean to the side when you have, loose skin or fat around your waist. It is pretty difficult. But if your waist is already snatched, then you probably can lean all the way down. But when you got them fat bulges, you gotta adjust. So that's gonna help get snatched. Thank you so much for the follow, Roger. Sorry, Roger, I wear glasses. Let me see. Auntie wears glasses. Thank you, Roger, for the follow. Yeah, no, not Roger. Ruger. Ruger? Thank you. Rue, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, we hit 10,000 likes. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Okay. CA says she'll be right back. Appreciate you. Okay. We got to do the second set, y'all. Second set of the oblique leans with the waist. Now, again, this ain't my exercise. I actually got this from a content creator on TikTok. His handle is BMP. I don't know what that stands for, but that's his handle on TikTok. And so that's what, even the, lifting the weight over my head and doing the 25 high knees, I got that from him as well. All right, so we're going to do another 25 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Share the live out. 5, 6. Double tap the middle of the screen. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm actually feeling that now. Let's do the other side. 25. And this will be the last of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I don't know what's going on with my work phone. Ain't nobody trying to unlock you. I don't bring my work phone in my bedroom, so it sits out here most of the night. Okay. We're almost done with the lifting part of this workout, you guys. What time is it? Let me see. What time? It's 10 o'clock. Okay. So this live is supposed to go from 9 p.m. to 10:30. So we still got one more weightlifting exercise, and then we're going to get the 30 minutes of walking. So I'm running a little bit behind. I'm going to take 5 pounds off of each side to do this next thing. Dr. Stacy Sims says that we should be lifting heavy weights. And she says that when you get to number 4, if it's not causing you difficulty, then the weights are too light. I can barely do any with the 20 pounds. So I'm going to just take 5 pounds off of each side. And then I'm going to. Okay, so this next lift is going to be punching up to the sky. And I usually only do 8 of these. So we're going to do 2 sets of 8 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, maybe this is not heavy enough. Hold on, because it's not difficult. Let me put the other ones back on. Just put it back on. So I'm going to do 8 on each side. Touch me, mm-hmm. I can't go a day without my sunshine. Ooh, my God, today. This is it. Okay, let's do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my God. 8 on the side. This is definitely the right weight for me because I can barely do any. 1, 2, 3, 4. Surprisingly, I can lift that easy. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me find out my left arm is actually stronger than my right arm. Let me find out. I'm gonna tell you something else. I don't know if this is TMI. One thing when you're lifting weights or just doing exercise in general, all of the gas out of your body is going to be released, which isn't a bad thing. You just have to be mindful of where you are. Okay, let's do this last 8 on this side. Count me out, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo. Last set. No, last rep. All right, we only doing 8. We got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 8. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, that has concluded another weightlifting session with your girl, LaShonda. Now all that's left is just 30 minutes of walking. Why, when I do all of that, I still got to do walking? Yes, statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. Dr. Stacy Sims says perimenopausal women like me should be lifting weights, heavy weights. That was a 20-pound dumbbell. We did 2 sets of high knees with the 20-pound dumbbell over my head. We did 2 sets of 25 of the oblique leans with the 20-pound dumbbell in opposite arm. We did 2 sets on each side, and then we did 2 sets of 8 on each arm of pushing that 20-pound weight up. Okay, so that concludes the weightlifting portion of this live stream. And because I am undiagnosed ADHD, I have to put things back when I'm done with it, because if I don't, this is just more chaos for me to do at the end, and I like being done and I can sit down. I'm bringing the walking pad out. All right. Here's the walking pad, guys. I'm going to take the dumbbell back in the room. All right. I know why it's got hot in here, because that oven is on, and my daughter was using some appliances. So once I turn these lights off, it'll start cooling back down. I'm going to tell you, when you are in perimenopause and having these hot flashes, it really does feel like the world is going to end, which is why everybody who lives with me just has to deal with it, deal with the cold. Okay. All right, you guys, make sure you are hitting the like button. I don't know why my YouTube audience normally be in here, even if it's just the little weirdos. But I don't know where everybody at tonight. All right, we're going to get 30 minutes of walking in. Let me turn the closer back on. Thank you, CA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, guys, make sure you double tap the middle of the screen. Hit the plus sign in the top left corner of your screen. I'm on a mission to 10,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm about 120 away. So make sure that you stay. What am I doing? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong remote. That's why. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna be a little distracted so I can get through this 30 minutes of walking. I appreciate all of your help, CA, and everybody else that has contributed to the engagement. Oh no, I just restarted. I did not mean to do that. I'm hitting the wrong remote. Let me put this remote down.
And what did you do, Mr. Draper? And make me believe you.
And again, if you would like to know about this two-piece workout outfit that I got, it is in my shopping. It is in my showcase. I don't know why I'm not able to add things tonight, but I had the pink one on a couple of days ago, and this blue leopard. I got a brown leopard. I got black, green, red. Y'all will see these here shortly. I think it's called Swatakal. Swatakal. Trying to think of the name of the. You guys will probably see. There's a lady that goes live every day. I think she's an African lady. And she wears this specific one. But it's tummy control. It's tall girl friendly because I have to keep pulling these up. It's lots of room, so you don't have to worry about if you're a tall girl. Okay, I'm gonna push this up. This feels a little slow. All right, we at 1.5.
Your wife is lying in our home. I called the police. I didn't know she was dead.
I gotta make sure that I keep my spine and my hips aligned so that I'm not leaning forward. I find that I'm doing that a lot. And that creates a hunchback, the hunchback of Notre Dame.
I couldn't get in. Don't be mad at me. Oh, God.
I should have probably put my socks on. So, as a reminder, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Speak to your doctor before you start any exercise, supplementation, or diet program. But my approach, my individual specific approach to my body transformation that is going to take me probably a year or so is changing my diet. And when I say diet, I'm not talking about Atkins diet or keto. I'm talking about just watching my macros. I eat everything. I'm not vegetarian or vegan. Just being more mindful. I'm actually thinking about taking the allergy test that there's a company in Raleigh, North Carolina, that you can call. You can get a allergy kit, and they'll tell you all the things that make you inflamed, that you're allergic to, that's making your body inflame. A lot of us aren't fat because we eat too much. A lot of us are fat because you're eating the wrong things and it's making your gut inflamed. So I'm thinking about doing that so I can find out, because I actually do have tinea versicolor on my back, and I haven't been to a dermatologist in a while. But when I was in high school, I used to take, I had a topical and I had the oral medication to make it go away, and it did go away, but it comes back. And so it's been a while since I've got medication for it.
Are you currently having an affair with Mr. Pope? Absolutely not. We're just friends. How long have you been just friends? 8.5 years. Have you ever received anything of a personal nature from Chief Pope in the last 6 months? Like gift? No. gave me a birthday present, but I don't know what's in it. I haven't opened it yet. That's remarkable restraint for a woman. Do you still have this present? My. I thought this was silver, but it looks and feels more like platinum. I may have to keep this, Miss Johnson, for yours.
I'm watching The Closer, y'all.
So if you're asked about
It's such a good show.
you can state frankly that you never saw it. You knew I had it before you asked me that question. Chief Hope did tell me that he'd given you a birthday present, yes. But since you didn't open it, in my opinion, he was wrong. In other words, if Mr. Pope described only what he thought he had done, not what had actually happened. You understand what I'm saying here, Miss Johnson? Are you with me?
Did you let it
I'm with you.
gel on the chicken? Okay.
Just give me 1 minute, please.
All right, we're going 1.5, you guys. We're almost 7 minutes into this walk. Remember, we're getting 30 minutes of walking in. Why? Statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. Why are we doing this in general? Why am I live streaming? Why am I telling you guys anything? Obviously, I'm not in the best shape of my life. So why am I going live? Why am I telling you anything at all? No, I'm not a trainer. No, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru or anything like that. What I am is a 47-year-old perimenopausal woman with endometriosis, adenomyosis, and PCOS. And what I know is that walking works. I have lost a tremendous amount of weight from just walking. It's just the basics. You got to move your body. But also having these additional diagnoses like endometriosis, adenomyosis, and PCOS, which has now been relabeled to PMOS, I know why my weight fluctuates. I know why I have mysterious abdominal pain. I know why I'm so tired. It's not that I'm lazy. It's not that I don't want to do anything. It's not that I'm necessarily depressed. It's that these diagnoses create fatigue. My iron deficiency creates fatigue. And actually, Justin Kelly says iron deficiency, prolonged iron deficiency, is a precursor to organ failure. I don't want to have to do dialysis. I don't want to have a transplant of any kind. So I take an iron supplement. I am low in potassium. Potassium is necessary for your body, not salt, potassium. Okay? Table salt is not really that good for you. You should probably be doing Celtic salt. So, yeah. So I'm watching all the folks who do all the research on women. Y'all know? Did you guys know that prior to the 90s, the 1990s, that most studies were done on men? All the studies actually were done on men. They didn't want to do studies on women prior to the 1990s because they didn't want to have to deal with the hormones. They didn't want to have to figure out what the hormones were, what they were doing. So they did most of the research on men, and then they tried to use, or not tried, they actually did use the information they obtained from those studies upon men on women. But millions of women across the world was taking advice from men who did studies on men, and they couldn't tell us specifically how that would impact women. And so again, millions of women across the world trying to figure out why those specific exercise routines, why those specific workouts, why those specific diet programs weren't working for women is because they don't take into account our estrogen. Estrogen runs our bodies, believe it or not. Estrogen is responsible for brain function. Estrogen is responsible for how you operate athletically. Estrogen also impacts your reproductive organs. It is once thought that estrogen was just a part of the reproductive system, but it operates so much more. That's why when women are in perimenopause, so many things go haywire because it is the thing that dominates our entire body. So when the estrogen and the progesterone are fluctuating in perimenopause, we seem crazy. We're not crazy. We're just out of balance from what our bodies are naturally inclined to do. So, yeah, prior to the 1990s, all of the research was done on men. And then they'll use that information to apply to women. You ruined our lives. Can you believe that? It's crazy. We're almost halfway there, guys. Why am I working out at night? I just did 2 sets of 25 leg lifts, 2 sets of 25 20-pound dumbbell over my head with high knees, 2 sets of 25 oblique leans, and 2 sets of 8 count 20-pound push-up above my head on each arm. Don't worry about it. An hour after you leave here, you'll have forgotten all about this. And now I'm doing 30 minutes of walking. Why am I doing all of this, you guys? Because I want to live to 100. If you guys haven't seen the Netflix documentary, it's called Live to 100, where they go and research the blue zones of the world. There are 5. Okinawa, Japan, Icaria, Greece, Sardinia, Italy, Nicola Peninsula, Costa Rica, and Loma Linda, California. Those are places where there are dozens of people that live to 100 years old. Not 1 or 2 cities, neighborhoods of people that live to 100. What's the key to living to 100? It's walking every day. At a minimum, 30 minutes every day. But if you want to live to 100, you're going to have to do more than that. The people in the blue zones walk everywhere. They walk to the store. They walk to restaurants. They walk to their friends and neighbors' houses, family members' houses. They walk to church. They have social lives. They eat a primarily plant-based diet. But the through line for all 5 locations is that they walk. They move their bodies. And I know it to be true because it happened to me.
Excuse me, Miss Johnson. Will you kindly refrain from speaking? Now, Barbara, if you're going to pursue this line of questioning, I would remind you that Chief Pope didn't leave his first wife for Miss Johnson. He left her for Estelle. And unlike the future ex-Mrs. Pope, whose infidelity brings us here in the first place, Miss Johnson has never broken a vow of marriage. So any attempt by your client to besmirch Deputy Chief Johnson's reputation would be considered harassment and grounds for a very long, expensive, and embarrassing lawsuit, during which I would drag your client into court, and we can examine Estelle Pope's adulterous behavior with vigorous attention to detail. Are you getting this? As it regards the best interests of the children, my client has already testified as to Mr. Pope's fitness as a father. She would also like to stipulate for the record that Mr. Pope is her colleague, her superior officer, and her friend. Fade out, roll credits, the end. Any more questions? That went well?
Yes, it did. So, now this.
No. Let's forget it. Yes. Oh, that's okay. It's Richard. I hope I never, ever need you again. I hope you do.
All right, y'all, we're halfway through this. You know what feels good? What feels good is that feeling you get leading up to something you know you have to do, like moving your body, exercising. That feeling you get that's like stressful. It's like, oh, look, London, London, London.
That's why you and Thanks Home checking and savings are designed to work together so we can reward you more. That's the power of us.
So there's a feeling you get when you know you have to go to the exercise. It's almost like dread. You feel like, oh, I don't want to really want to do this. I'm gonna do the bare minimum because I really don't feel like it. And I got on here, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if it's. I feel like it's this outfit because I got this cute outfit on. I was like, oh, I don't really feel like weightlifting. I'm just gonna get on and do the 30 minutes of walking. I think I even said that in the beginning of this video. And then as I got to talking, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do the weightlifting part of it because I hadn't done it in a couple of days. And I'm so happy that I actually did it now. And that's the feeling you should strive to feel at the end of your workout. You should say, I know I got this feeling of dread in the beginning of this workout because I really don't want to be here. I really don't want to work out. I really don't want to do this, right? But you have to push for the feeling at the end of the workout. Push to get the feeling at the end of the workout because you're always going to feel like, I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I pushed through. I'm so glad that I did the leg lifts. I'm so glad I did the weightlifting. I'm so glad I did the walking.
What the hell were you thinking? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't see you. Oh. Well, it's nothing serious. Anyway, I'm going to give you my business card, and it's got all my contact information. And I'm going to write down my license number. You take your car to a good body shop. You really need to call the police. They won't listen to me. Sweetie, it really is necessary. I work for the government. I can't just ignore the law. We need to get the police. Governor, I hate it. Deputy Chief Brindley Johnson, LAPD. And as sorry as I am about that tiny little dent on your SUV, I've got a trip on the side to get to you. Pardon me.
All right, y'all. We got less than 12 minutes left. Thank you so much, CA. That's my girl, CA. If you want to get this outfit, make sure you click on my profile picture. Go to my profile, click on the showcase. You can find it in there.
What happened to your car? Last minute. This jerk. Don't ask.
I've got this pain in my shoulder. That's another part of perimenopause too. Oh, hold on. What's happening? Hold on, y'all. Why? What is happening? One of the officers goes around the side of the house, the window was broken and a trail of blood, called it backup. Why no shoes? Because I'm in my house. Y'all, I don't know what happened just now. It just paused my live for no reason. Yeah, I'm in my house. I'm not in the gym.
Except it doesn't.
Okay.
Like dope or garbage or urine. It's too clean to be a shooting gallery.
And the neighbors know anything about who lives here or what they do? Or do you assume so?
Well, we'll just have to figure it out for ourselves. Captain Daniels, I want to know about
All
everyone
right.
who's rents or walks a dog by this house. Already on it. Thank you.
No, I didn't.
All right, I just helped you out, Ashley.
There are no bodies.
And then
Excuse me?
Founding officer.
be careful. You guys are new in here.
Outside, no bodies.
Major Taylor, I was trying to rush
Be
to see
careful
you.
because
Could you please tell me what you found? Just
I'm not the
cyber
one or the
violence
two.
or homicide?
I don't play about my comments. If you think that you can be in my comments talking crazy,
I'd say this was something more.
please go find something else safe to do because I will block you, I will delete you and mute you. I do not tolerate disrespect in my comments, and I do not tolerate being offensive in my comments. Don't come in here trying to tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. I am in my own house. I don't wear shoes in my house. If I wear any shoes, it's going to be bedroom shoes. Why would I wear shoes in my house? That's crazy. I can tell some of you guys got nasty homes.
Here's victim number 3.
Doesn't look like there's much blood over there.
All right, you guys, we are 20 minutes into this. We got less than 10 minutes left of this walk. I knew this was going to happen. I must have called the weirdo spirits in CA. That must be what happened because I was just talking about normally my people on YouTube will be the weirdos, but I forgot TikTok can be a cesspool as well, especially at this time of night. But anyway, thank you to everybody that comes in and is feeling the vibes. Any vibe that you need, you can find on TikTok. If this is not your zhuzh, if this is not your vibe, then absolutely go find your vibe. I'm not one of those people that accepts any vibe or any energy. I am someone who is trying to build a community of similarly minded people. So if you don't like the low energy, low impact walking, if you don't like this vibe, go find your vibe. I'm not your vibe, and that's okay.
All right, well, let me know so you get that information.
I am not trying to attract any and everybody. I'm just trying to attract the people who need to hear the message that I want to talk about, which is bringing awareness to perimenopause, endometriosis, adenomyosis, and PCOS. You don't have to find me inspirational or aspirational or motivational. If you're looking for a different vibe, go find that one. Over here, we're giving out good information. We're not necessarily doing what the traditional gurus, exercise experts, and nutritionists talk about. We are over here talking about a specific sect of women: perimenopausal, endometriosis, adenomyosis, PCOS, things that a lot of people don't generally talk about. My content is not geared for everybody. And in fact, no one's content is geared for everybody. That's the point. The point of it all is that a lot of folks think that exercising is specifically geared towards everybody, and it's not. That is my whole point. I just got finished talking about how before the 1990s, women were not included in studies. So when they did exercise studies, when they did food studies, when they did any kind of studies, that didn't relate to women. They did a lot of research on men, and they applied those findings to women without having any basis on how that impacts our bodies, specifically our hormones, how our hormones impact our body, and how that would have an impact on the food, the exercise, and the world at large. Stress, how women are socialized, how most of the people that get autoimmune diseases are women. And a lot of it is, and I hate to talk about it, but a lot of it is the patriarchy. It's how women are socialized. We are socialized to just grin and bear it. We are socialized to take on everybody's problems. We are socialized to be the not only the child bearers, but we are socialized to be house managers, cleaners, cooks, project managers, financial consultants, spiritual guidance, emotional and mental wellness experts. We do all of that to our own demise, even inside of marriage. And I'm a married woman, almost 15 years. And we do that and we forget about ourselves. That's how come we develop autoimmune diseases. Because we're just supposed to not complain about it. We're not supposed to talk about all of the struggle and strife that we go through being married women, being just women in general, having to go through perimenopause and not wanting to talk about it, getting called hysterical women, getting called crazy women, when in fact we have medical diagnoses, things that aren't arbitrary, things that are specific to why we have night sweats and why we have frozen shoulder and itchy skin and brain fog. Less than 5 minutes left, guys. If you're new here, welcome. My name is LaShonda. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I go live every day. I walk on this walking path for 30 minutes. I will be live again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Make sure you join me. If you're not already following me, hit that plus sign in the top left corner of your screen. Before you leave, double tap the middle of the screen a few times for me. I would greatly appreciate it. If you feel so inclined to be generous, please contribute to my gift gallery. The rarer the gift, the better. Thank you so much. But even if you can't do any of the gifts, if you just double tap the middle of the screen, that would be greatly appreciated, as it is free to double tap the middle of the screen. It is also free to hit the plus sign in the top left corner of your screen. If you do, you will get to see whenever I go live, and also whenever I post any shoppable video. I have tons of shoppable videos on my page, so make sure you go follow my page, LaShonda_Stevens. Stevens is with a PH.
I will need these reports on my desk by tomorrow morning, and if you refuse to cooperate with my investigation.
By the way, if you guys have any questions about perimenopause, endometriosis, adenomyosis, PCOS, which has now been relabeled to PMOS, so polycystic ovarian syndrome has been relabeled to polymetabolic ovarian syndrome. If you have any questions about that, you can hit my DMs. You can send me a message. You can post a comment, and I'll try to respond to it via video or respond to your DM. Podcasts that I listen to related to those things are the Mel Robbins podcast, Diary of a CEO. And I do like, I forgot the guy's name. He's a Indian guy. Not Indian like Native American, but Indian like India. I forgot the name of his podcast. I do like him as well. If Dr. Stacey Sims gets her own podcast, Or if she gets a page on TikTok, make sure you guys go follow her. Stacy Sims, Dr. Stacy Sims. I like Justin Kelly. He is on TikTok. Make sure you go follow him. Who else? Of course, Mel Robbins. Oh, and the Diary of a CEO. That is a guy named Steven. He's from the UK, and he has that podcast, Diary of a CEO. I like the guests that he has on there. 1 minute left, guys. We did it. Day 24 is down in the books. Okay? This is Jubilant July. Okay? Day 24. So we got 6 more days left of Jubilant July, and then we're going to start Awesome August. Awesome August is going to go from August 1st to August 30th. Remember that you guys can suggest songs that my daughter and I can create line dances for. We are going to do line dances for 4 different songs, 1 per week. And we are going to teach you the line dance at the beginning of the live stream, and then I will do my workout. 4 seconds left, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hit the like button if you're watching from YouTube. Double tap the middle of the screen before you get out of here. Make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Make sure you are following me on TikTok, because that is my 30 minutes, guys. We did it. Woo! All right. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, YouTube. We're going to end it here.